This is what I ordered. This is what I got. Hey guys, my name is Andrea and welcome back to my channel. Um at the time that I'm filming this, it is February 1st and we're getting closer to Valentine's Day. And so I wanted to, dress up cute for Valentine's, and that's how I stumbled upon this dress that we're going to be giving a makeover today. I've been making some little goodie bags to give to the people in my life that I appreciate. And so I also want to reiterate, as we all know, Valentine's Day is a day to spread love, and not just to a boyfriend or girlfriend, but family, friends, and anyone in your community that you appreciate. And I think now more than ever, it is so important to spread that love. And it starts off with having empathy, as I mentioned in my previous video. Um, a lot of us in this day and age lack empathy. Um, this Valentine's Day this year, I think, is going to be sad for a lot of families that are being separated, and for some reason, that is not enough for people to feel some sort of, again, empathy. I don't like to repeat the same word over and over again, but I think it really comes down to that, as I mentioned in my previous video. Um, some might be telling me, why are you giving these random rants in since the last video? And to be transparent with you, is if I were to start off the video like this, I don't think a lot of people would click. Um and so if you're listening to this little rant of mine, thank you for listening. I am Salvadoran American, and many people who are born in the US like me might think that this does not affect them. And whether it does or doesn't, again, it doesn't take a lot to see how horrible our world is. And so, with that in mind, I do want to let you guys know that there's some links in my description of resources that I thought would be helpful for, at least if it helps one person from this video, that makes me happy. One of them being a link to the red cards that I've been seeing online, um, that list out some of the, I was going to say resources, but I mean some of the rights that you have that you may not be aware of. I think a lot of people around my age might be aware of, but I've come to see that a lot of parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles aren't as aware of these rights, and so that's why I think this is so important. Um, and I'll leave this little rant in mind with that, and we'll continue on with the little makeover of the stress. But please do not forget those links that I'm linking in the description for resources, whether it's for you or for anyone that you think might need it. So this is how the dress looks like. Sorry, it's pretty dark. It's like 7 p.m. right now. I think I want to give this dress a little bit more shape to it. There's an elastic band around the trim of the dress that I'm planning to cut off. I think it just looks like a straight line instead of the heart shaped neckline that I'm trying to go for. So we'll be cutting that part along with the lace that I'll be using later, and I will be putting the straps back once the neckline is to the way that I want it to be. So that heart shaped, and then I just cinch the waistline a little bit, to highlight the waist a little bit more. Guys, it is truly sunny California today, with the when I woke up late, and to my surprise, because it's been pretty gloomy, it's just blue sky, sun all the way out, and definitely really hot. So I gave in at some point and got some frozen lemonade because it was getting really warm. But I bought some fabric here. It's a chiffon fabric, which is I knew that's what I wanted over a fabric that's like tulle, that's a little bit more like itchy feeling. I think this is also just looks a little bit more elegant than tulle. And right now I'm gonna go get some groceries for my siblings, and then we're gonna go back home and get to work. So I cut out the elastic from the back and the ruffles and kind of re-sewed it again. Now without the elastics, I just didn't like the look of it. However, I did use the elastic kind of to help me shape the heart neckline in the front. So far so good. The heart neckline was coming together. I also used hot glue instead of sewing for this part. I also started cutting out the straps, kind of just folded in half because I did think they were too wide. Then I started adding the ruffles back to the neckline again, and I think, in my opinion, it was starting to look cute, and I think it was starting to come together.
I know for sure it's not a fancy degree. I like to do what I love.
Then it was time to start putting the chiffon fabric over the dress, um, and I thought it was looking pretty elegant. I had to cut the bottom ruffles just to add some additional fabric to the bottom to make the dress longer, because I knew the dress was pretty short um, when trying it on initially. But I should have waited to add the chiffon fabric. It looks weird. So that was the first mistake, and then second was realizing that the chiffon fabric isn't as stretchy as the original fabric that the dress came with. Um, so once I tried it on, it did look like, well, it was starting to kind of unstitch because it was pretty tight. And so that's how this dress became a fail. Um, Valentine's Day was so good though, and I know this is not the ending that I would have wanted for this dress, but maybe another day I'll give it another go, and maybe we could have another a part 2 for this video. But for now, I'll leave with this awkward outro, and just want to say thank you guys for watching.
Sometimes I